up, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. I appreciate everybody for taking time out of their busy schedule to rock and roll with us as we are like 4 days away from Knicks basketball being back. We got Knicks Celtics Monday night preseason action. We are going to be live on the channel for that game, so make sure you are subscribed, turn your notifications on, and come join us for our worldly renowned watch parties that we do on this channel. They try to recreate it. Thing is, you could never be duplicated. Can't duplicate the sauce, can't recreate it. Nobody does watch parties like we do here at Knicks Now. We're going to be live Monday night, Knicks, Celtics, be there. I wanted to get live on the channel today. Wasn't able to go live on Tuesday like we usually do. The Giants played Monday night, so we had to go live on our Giants channel on Tuesday. But I just kind of wanted to do somewhat of a season preview. I'll give my roster projection for this upcoming years. I got the biggest concern for every player on the Knicks. I also have 5 burning questions that the Knicks must answer this year if they want to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And we got a mailbag to close out today's show. I want to get you guys involved early on, and we're going to do a bunch of questions to start today's show because I'm going to share my opinion. Seeps is going to share his opinion. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Seeps, we are days away from Knicks basketball being back, my man.
Feels crazy. Monday is the first preseason game. It's insane. The fact that it's already October, just in general, I think is nuts right now. But I'm excited. It feels good to be back with the Knicks Now crew, especially after our Giants aren't really doing us too many favors.
Giants are definitely killing my buzz. Not cool. It's not cool what the Giants are doing this year. It's pretty upsetting. 43.5 wins, though. I want to hear from y'all. Over or under? That is the line in Vegas right now. I'm going with over. I have this team winning about 47, 48 games yet again this year. I know they won 47 last year. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a similar type of season as last year. Maybe they can creep up into that 50-win total if they make a trade at the trade deadline like they did similarly last year with Josh Hart. But I think realistically, the Knicks are going to be fighting for that 3rd, 4th, or 5th seed yet again in the Eastern Conference. I think it might be a two-team race in the East with the Bucks and the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. For this, though, I'm shocked Vegas put it this low. I thought it would be 47.5. Because, right now, if the Knicks win 43 games this year, we're probably looking back and being like, a little bit of a disappointing year. And even 44. Good year, 44 and 38, good year. But we're still, a little left to be desired.
I agree. I think to consider a season a success or failure, I think off win total is a little bit hard to do sometimes.
Definitely.
Because, you just never know what the rest of the league is going to be doing. But I will say this. If the Knicks aren't a top 5 seed this year, I think it's safe to say that it was somewhat of a step back in the regular season last year. I mean, you were a 5th seed this past year. You got better with Donte Divincenzo. Another year of all of the young guys. You got year 2 of Brunson and Randle coming together. So I'm expecting those guys to really make an impact and take another step. Look, one of these young guys, whether it be Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, one of them is going to take a big step this year because they're going to need someone else to kind of do a little bit of the things that they lacked, which is ball handling, which is scoring, which is shooting, and a little bit of perimeter defense. I think one of those guys is going to have to step up into that. Looks like everybody in the chat thinks over as well. What about this one right here? The Knicks are the blank best team in the Eastern Conference. Dwayne is coming in the chat right now saying under on 43.5 wins. If you win less than 43 games, I think the seat for Tom Thibodeau gets hot.
Definitely.
I think it does. I really, really do. I think if you win less than 43 games, Tom Thibodeau could potentially, let's say you win 43 games, you lose in the first round of the playoffs, Tom Thibodeau could be fired. I really do believe that. What about this? The Knicks are the blank best team in the Eastern Conference this year.
Okay, so
Marcellus is saying first.
I think we do have the first 2 teams, the Bucks and the Celtics. Maybe the Knicks could battle with the C's in a 7-game series, even with what they have right now. But I see a lot of thirds coming in the chat. And listen, when I was doing our preseason power rankings in the East, I had the Knicks at 3rd. I do feel like we are undervaluing just Joel Embiid and his impact on the game and, like, truly how good he is, because Knicks, way better overall team than the Sixers. But the Knicks don't have that MVP type of player where, you know, even with Maxey taking that next step where if they move off Harden and he's running more of that guard, pick and roll, pick and pop with Embiid, they're for sure third or fourth. I don't think the Cavs can jump them. I'd probably go third or fourth right now, but I do feel like just everybody as NBA fans, NBA media, maybe disrespecting the Sixers just a little too much just because of the drama they've had.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like you said, they got Joel Embiid, returning MVP. He's going to win you 30 games probably by himself. I don't know if they're the third or the fourth best team. I think the Knicks are better than the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I could see the Cavs having a better record in the regular season than the New York Knicks. They have two really good guards, and in regular season games, those guards can win you games by themselves. They got Donovan Mitchell. He's an excellent regular season player, no doubt about it. I think at the end of the day, we're a top 4 seed in the East. That's what Levi's the best is saying as well. Hector is saying 3rd to 5th. I'm going to be a little bit disappointed if they're not a top 4 seed. You were top 5. You were number 5 last year. I want a home playoff series in round 1.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want game 1 of the playoffs to be at Madison Square Garden. I think that's easily attainable. I mean, look, the Knicks were the youngest rotation in the NBA playoffs of teams that made the second round last year. And they brought back all of those guys except for Obi Toppin, and they replaced him with Donte DiVincenzo, who I honestly don't even think it's close who is the better basketball player, who's the better scheme fit for this team, and a guy that's just going to make this team a little bit better. So I'm kind of all in on them being a top 4 seed. I think the Sixers, like you said, are probably getting a little bit disrespected. I think Maxey takes a step. And Harden, at the end of the day, is still a solid player. Harden, at the end of the day, is still a solid NBA player, and he kind of fits well with what they want to do. Just let him pick and roll, ball handle, and get others involved. I don't know if they're the 3rd team. I'm going to go 4th right now, whether that be the Cavs or whether that be the Sixers. I'm going to say the Knicks are the 4th best team in the Eastern Conference right now. What about this one? Who is the biggest X factor for the Knicks? We had a bunch of people saying 3rd and 4th for the Knicks. As my man Ty Clemens is in the building. What up, Ty Clemens? What up, my man? Roller Style says, I would love to see Donovan Mitchell play for the Knicks. Yeah, a lot of people would like to see Donovan Mitchell play for the Knicks. Keith Jackson asking, any news on Immanuel Quickley's extension? No news on that yet. They have until, 1 day until before the regular season starts. So they're running out of time. That's for sure. Maybe they don't want to do it because if you give Immanuel Quickley a contract extension, that means you can't trade him for an entire year. I want to know, though, who do y'all think is the biggest X factor for this team this year? Carl's saying RJ. Jake says Grimes. Tuesday says, were you always a Knicks fan? Yes, I've been a Knicks fan in my entire life. Marcellus is saying RJ/Grimes. Luis says RJ's consistency. Noah is saying Julius Randle in the playoffs is the X factor, but RJ Barrett is the X factor in the regular season. I kind of agree with that. Jake is saying Grimes. Truvia says 76ers and Cav are better than us on paper right now. I mean, I don't know. You just beat the Cavs. And I think the Cavs kind of took a little bit of a step back. I know they added Strus, but at the end of the day, they don't have any wing defenders. None. Chetty Osman is all they have, and I don't even know if he's still on that team anymore.
I mean, they really don't have any perimeter defenders at all.
No. Garland is decent. Who's Strus guarding? And now that he's out of Miami, he's not going to be schemed into a defensive scheme as well.
Or even Niang, who's just another
Niang is just a catch-and-shoot guy.
Yeah, he's another Strus.
Ty Clemens says Grimes, if he has a consistent 15-plus game nights, we go far. Jake says he just worked out with J.J. Redick this offseason. Yep, Quentin Grimes has been working out with J.J. Redick, and we kind of talked about that on yesterday's video. He was told by Tom Thibodeau that he's going to have plays called for him this year, and I'm excited to see that. It's so hard to always just be the guy that catches the ball in the corner off someone else's action. When you can run a couple of plays for a shooter off a baseline screen or a pin down, that kind of gets them juiced up as well. And I think that's going to transfer even more so into his defense this year.
I mean, being a shooter and getting that play call for you, knowing you're coming off this and you're catching and ripping, just gives you that kind of underlying confidence in comparison. Be like, oh, ball's in rotation. Me at the end of the shot clock, I got to put this up. Like, but I will say, I kind of want to kick it to this too. So, you got a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. That's one thing I'm a little worried about.
RJ's going to have to at least get you 15 to 20. Randle, around 20 to 25. Same with Brunson. Then you got Quickley, Grimes, Hart, and Divincenzo. They can't all average 15.
No.
It's just impossible. Like, out of, like, the role players outside of the big three, who do you think averages the most points per game? Is it still Quickley, or do you think it's going to be like Quickley and Grimes are way up here, and maybe Hart and Divincenzo are, single digits?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Brunson leading this team in points per game. You got Randle 2, probably RJ 3, and then I'd go with Quickley 4. And then, it's kind of a fall off, where I think Quickley may average 15, 16 this year, and you get Josh Hart at 11, Donte Divincenzo at 11, Grimes maybe at 12 or 13, and they may not actually be 13 or 11 points per game guys. Maybe it's one night they score 7. The other night they score 21. It's going to be a true average of 13. And I think it's going to be on a night-to-night basis of which guys are going to have their numbers called a little bit more. And as we've seen, Tom Thibodeau will ride the hot hand of a guy during a game. Like, if Divincenzo and Grimes are just cooking, knocking down threes, you may not see RJ Barrett or Josh Hart in that closing lineup. So, I think it's definitely going to be dependent on who's just playing the best that single night. And that's kind of a hard team concept to get into if you're a player, because it's like you're not really allowed to have any bad stretches of basketball. Maybe you go out there in the third quarter after you played 10 minutes in the first half and you miss your first 3 threes. It's like, do they take you out and they try to go put somebody else? And that's always tough to play in an environment kind of like that. Michael's saying, very unselfish team. Everyone will have their nights. Ty says, got to manage their minutes. It's going to be tough. They have a true 9-man rotation, but the thing is, you got Grimes, you got Quickley, and you got Divincenzo. You're trying to fit 3 guys into 1 minute slot somewhat. So that's going to be tough. That's still why I think a consolidation trade is coming at some point. Bernard Johnson says, I see Grimes having a breakout season. Look, if Quentin Grimes has a breakout season, that's probably the guy that would elevate this team the most. Like, if Grimes becomes a legit 15-point per game night, remain the same consistent outside shooter he is, and becomes even more of a dominant perimeter defender, was already the best on the Knicks last year, I think that would take the Knicks kind of to new heights.
I think it would be RJ. Because
I'm almost not even thinking about him as a young player, which he is.
He is what if RJ gives you 38% from deep, 45 from the field, and he gives you 17 a game, but he takes that step as a defender? I think if you had to pick a player who's going to grow the most that will contribute to team wins, I think it's RJ, just because mainly, who's the other wing on the Knicks?
No, I agree. It's just I don't even look at RJ as a young player anymore, because he's already been in the league for 4 seasons. He's going into year 5. You don't really get many guys into year 5 that are still just 23 years old. But I agree. That's why RJ is my biggest X factor going into this year. I think the Knicks' success kind of teeter-totters on what he is going to do this year. Like you said, if RJ can just become a league average 3-point shooter, he's going to get open looks. We know that Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson are going to have the ball in their hands a lot. Yep. 2 of the most double-teamed players in the NBA last year. Both were top 10. Knicks get a lot of open looks from outside. RJ just has to be better in those areas. And if he is, he can elevate his game, and I think him doing so kind of elevates this team a little bit. What about this one? What's your biggest concern for the Knicks this year? What's your biggest concern for the Knicks this year? For me, sometimes in the NBA, when you stay the same, you kind of take a step back. And I don't want to say the Knicks stayed the same, because they did make a big upgrade from Obi to Donte Divincenzo, and they're going to ask Divincenzo to do the same things they asked Obi to do. One's just 6'4", one is 6'9". They're going to be asked to do the same thing: make open shots, be a guy that pushes the pace in the open floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sherwin, my guy, says injuries. And I think that's a good point because if you think about it last year, the Knicks were particularly healthy. I mean, Hartenstein played 82 games, Quickley played 81 games. Brunson missed some games here and there, but he was pretty much healthy the whole year. Julius was on set to play 82 games before he missed those final 5 games. Grimes wasn't really hurt at all. We know he is somewhat of an injury-prone player. People are saying injuries. Ty Clemens is saying don't sell the farm away. I saw my man Nick Davidov in the chat earlier. What up, Davidov? What up, what up, what up? The double A in the chat as well. Bernard Johnson saying Randle holding the ball. I don't know if that's going to be that much of a thing this year. I think they kind of know at this point that the ball needs to be in Jalen Brunson's hands. Can he do that and stay healthy for 82 games? Because we saw definitely the Heat were trying to rough him up a little bit. Christopher says Randle's mental mindset. Troy says Knicks are going to need big men, defenders, and rebounders. Can't only rely on Mitch. You got Mitchell Robinson. You got Isaiah Hartenstein. You got Jericho Sims. That's 3 really good centers. Sherwin says the Knicks can't survive an injury to Julius Randle. I don't 100% agree with that, to be honest. I don't really agree. I don't really agree with Sherwin all that often. I mean, the Knicks were able to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Randle was the worst player in that series.
Yeah.
So, I don't agree with that. I mean, it's all good, though. We don't have to agree. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys have hit that thumbs up icon. We got about 100 people watching, only 20 likes. Those are rookie numbers. Would appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up icon. Levi says don't rely too much on Brunson in the playoffs. And I agree with that, Seeps, and that's why I wanted to trade for Jrue Holiday.
Yeah.
Kind of what the reason the Knicks lost versus the Miami Heat. They didn't have a secondary ball handler. They didn't have a vet on the court. And they didn't have anyone else from a guard standpoint that can create his own shot.
Yeah.
Jrue Holiday answers every single one of those questions.
And you could also kind of hide Brunson a little bit.
You could hide Brunson on the defensive end a little bit.
Yeah.
So biggest concern for me is.
Just want to fly through a couple of these.
Yeah, we'll run through all of these. I actually have my biggest concern for every single player. We can roll through these. For me, for Jalen Brunson, it's can he continue to thrive as a true number 1 option? We know Brunson's going to be the number 1 option on this team. He's going to be the focal point. Every night now when someone plays against the New York Knicks, they are going to look at the Knicks and say, if we can stop number 11, we have a good chance of winning this ball game. Also, will we be able to shoot lights out from 3 again? The guy shot over 41% from downtown, almost 45% on the final 35 games of the season last year. Can he do it again? That's hard to expect. I wouldn't say he's like a 3-point shooter, but like he knocked it down last year like the best in the league. So that's somewhat, and injuries are a little bit of a concern for me with Jalen Brunson. For Julius Randle, it's can he put it together in the playoffs? We know who Randle is in the regular season. Really good player. 2-time All-NBA guy 2 of the last 3 years. Didn't have a great regular season from 2021 to 2022, or from 2020 and 2021 and 2022 to 2023. Randle was exceptional. And I think he's gotten his mind in a spot where he's going to be effective. I just, we're kind of running out of chances for him in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if he has another playoff stinker this year,
it's done.
It's no longer like the excuses. It's just who he is.
Yeah, if he stinks again in the playoffs, it's not okay, excuse number 1. First time in the playoffs, didn't have any help in that first series except for an old D Rose.
Right.
Second time in the playoffs, had a hurt ankle. But at the end of the day, if you're bad 3 times in a row, like Seep said, I think that might just be who you are.
Also, good playoff players, good best. They overcome stuff like that.
They find a way to get it done.
Yes.
He has to find a way to get it done. Nick Davidov, we'll pop your super chat up in a second. We appreciate you, my man, always showing love. I saw Adam Schmidt in the chat. It can always get wild when Adam Schmidt's in the chat. Skull Vikes. Skull Adam.
Skull Adam, baby.
Skull Adam, baby. For RJ Barrett, for me, Seeps, Sherwin says Randle didn't stink versus Cleveland. He shot 30% from the field, my guy. And he had just as many assists as turnovers. We'll show you those stats in a second, though. Yeah. Can RJ Barrett become an outside shooter? Consistent. Just be league average. Literally just be league average. That's all I want from RJ. Last year was his worst shooting year since his rookie year. You can't take steps back in the NBA. You have to get better. And I want for this guy right here take a step forward this year. Because if he does, the best way for the Knicks to become elite, Seeps, is for him to become elite. If RJ Barrett becomes what everyone thought he could be coming out of Duke, the Knicks can get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
100%. 100%. If he could turn into literally just, I know it's so chalk, 3-and-D, that is the perfect archetype of wing to have next to Brunson and Randle.
He's got to do it. He's got to do it at this point. He's the highest paid player on the team. For Mitchell Robinson, a concern for me is injuries. He's had some injuries pop up throughout his NBA career. Can he add anything to his offensive game and free throw percentage? His free throw percentage has legit gone down every year of his NBA career. I like for him to set better picks, but at the end of the day, if the big fella stays healthy, he's just going to do what the Knicks need, which is protect the rim and dominate the offensive glass. For Quentin Grimes, can he stay healthy again? He got injured his rookie year. Had an injury at the end of year 2 going into the playoffs that I thought really hampered his play. Can he stay healthy? Because, Seeps, when you're 6'5" and you're asked every night to guard 6'8" wings and the best opposing offensive player, that takes a toll on anybody, man.
Yeah, definitely. My concern with Grimes, I think it would just kind of be like, with obviously Divincenzo and all these, like, there's some new horses in the barn, like, just kind of getting lost.
Does he get lost in the sauce?
Yeah, like, there's just too many heads there. Like, maybe he's not getting the shot attempts per game, and then when he does get the shot attempts, he tries to force it a little bit. Like, that's also, like, when you have a lot of cooks in the kitchen, especially the backcourt. You
feel like every time you touch the ball, you got to do something.
You've got to do something with it. So hopefully he doesn't fall into, that trap.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. For Immanuel Quickley, one of my favorite players on this team, can he overcome the fraudulent playoff performance that he had last year? Let's be honest. He was the best man coming off the bench in the NBA last year. He started games last year for the Knicks, averaged over 20 points per game. He was excellent. Just in the postseason, he was not. And he wants to be paid $100 million. You can't be paid $100 million and choke in the playoffs the way Quickley did on the offensive end. Yep. I like the way he played on defense, brought energy, made game-changing plays there. But for the Knicks to be the team they want to be, this guy's got to be able to be a dominant player on offense like he was for 81 games last year in the regular season. For Donte Divincenzo, the newest Knick, will not being a Warrior impact his offensive kind of output? Because in the Warrior system, you get all these different looks. You get all these different pin downs. Yeah. You get to play off Steph. You get to play off Clay. You get to play off Wiggins and Draymond Green. I would say he's not going to get as many open shots. But at the end of the day, man, I hear Steve Kerr talk about this guy. I hear about all these smart basketball players talk about him. I think he's going to fit perfectly here. I really do.
Yeah, I think the number one thing, he was so good back at Villanova as well, is he's got underrated playmaking ability. Like, extremely underrated playmaking ability. I think he did actually a good amount with the Golden State Warriors last year, especially coming off, I saw this one highlight tape where he would come down like a pin down, and then they would give him a pick and roll right away, and he was extremely effective in that look. I think maybe if for some reason if they go Brunson Quickley in the starting lineup, I could see him running some backup one some nights too, being the starter of the offense.
Tom Thibodeau was asked, "What do you think about Donte Divincenzo playing some point guard this year?" And he said, "I definitely can see that." He said he loves the versatility that Donte Divincenzo and Immanuel Quickley bring. For Josh Hart, it's pretty simple for me. Continue being who you are. Can he stay healthy as a backup power forward? Because he's had some injury hiccups in the past. But the bigger concern for me is, can he be a more consistent volume three-point shooter? Look, the dude shot 52% for the Knicks from downtown last year. That's not sustainable over an 82-game season. Steph Curry doesn't even do that shit. But when he gets into the playoffs and defenses, honestly, say, make Josh Hart beat us.
100%.
That's what Eric Spoelstra did. He said, we're going to sag off Josh Hart. That player's going to help on Jalen Brunson. We're going to leave Josh Hart open. Can he make them pay? Because if he doesn't, as much as I like him, as much as I like his defense, his intensity, his tenacity, his winning ways, his basketball IQ, if you're not making shots down those stretch of games, you got Donte Divincenzo, Immanuel Quickley, and Quentin Grimes, who are much better at that on the bench looking at you.
Yeah, and also I felt like in the postseason a lot, he sped his game up. And maybe it was just the heat and everything, because I didn't really see it in the Cavs series. But a lot of times, I love Josh Hart in transition, one of the best transition guards in the league. But against the Heat, he was almost bad in transition. I felt like he turned the ball over a ton.
I agree. I wonder if he felt like he had to take over a little bit as a ball handling with Quickley out.
That's a good point.
First time in the playoffs.
That's
a different basketball. That's different basketball.
Yeah.
And no matter how old you are, your first playoff experience is always going to be a little different. I trust Hart through and through. Glad he's here. I think he got underpaid. I still think that. I think he's one of the most winning players in this league. But I'm excited to see what he does this year. For Hartenstein, he played 82 games last year. The numbers say he's not going to do that this year.
Yeah.
And can he do anything on the offensive end to improve his outside shot? Because if you can have Hartenstein be a 33, 34% shooter from downtown, even if it's on low volume, that opens up the court. And if you can play a 5-out offense with Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Quickley, relentless attackers of the rim, the driving lanes become more open, and it just opens up the offense for everybody else. I'm a huge fan of Hartenstein. Seeps. It's almost like I've seen what he can do. I love what he can do, but I want more.
Yeah. And plus, if he could give that look, it would be a perfect yin and yang with him and Mitchell Robinson. You could throw so many different looks at people. And then you could almost run big with, like, obviously Randle and Hartenstein at the 4 and 5 without running big offensively, if that makes sense. Like,
and, like, if he can even, like, become a catch-and-shoot wide-open 3 guy, Lefty J, he's your closing center. He is going to close games for you at center.
Yeah.
Because he's not the rim protector Mitchell Robinson is. But he's a better passer, and he's just as relentless on the glass, man. He really is. He gives it effort. I'm a big fan.
I feel like he wasn't that bad of a perimeter defender in the
No,
playoffs.
no. I like the effort he gives. He's just not 7'1" with a 7'3" wingspan and can put his armpit on the top of the backboard like Mitchell Robinson can. We did have a $20 super chat from my guy Nick Davidov. Davidov, we appreciate you. Everybody drop an eyeball emoji in the chat. Davidov's got the coolest glasses in the game. Shout out to him. And then we got a $2 super chat coming in from a man, Jay Liv. Jay Liv was not happy that the Knicks did not trade for Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. My man Ty Clemens dropping an eyeball emoji in the chat. Everybody knows when the eyeball emojis in the chat get popping, it's always going to get lit. It says, Rose is the biggest X factor. See comments in chat. Leon Rose. There's no perfect trade or player. Gene Michael took a huge risk in trading Roberto Kelly for Paul O'Neal. Get off your assets, Leon, and do something. The window of opportunity is closing. I don't know if I agree with the window of opportunity is closing. I mean, your best players are 26 and 27 years old. And that's Brunson and Randle. Randle may be 28 at this point. Look, I wish the Knicks traded for Jrue Holiday too. I know there's not a lot of people that agree with me on that, but I believe the starting lineup of Brunson, Holiday, Hart, Randle, and Robinson could have won the East. I kind of thought that.
I think the point is just like Knicks could possibly have 4 first-round picks next year.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I don't even know if 1 first-round pick can play on this team.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. You don't have the playing time or the roster spots for all the picks that you've accumulated. Thing is, that Pistons pick and that Wizards pick may not convey. I think it's a lock that the Mavs pick conveys. You're going to have 2 first-round picks this upcoming year. No doubt about it. So, yeah, that's that. So we did have the Las Vegas Raiders report. You guys know who they are. Another channel here at Chat Sports. They challenged us to a super chat battle today. I told them, you know what? You're catching us on a Thursday. I don't know if you guys actually want to do this, but you know what? I accepted the challenge. So I told them we will challenge the Las Vegas Raiders report to a super chat battle. If we get to $711 in super chats today, myself and Patrick Seatman are going to do a beer boot race to celebrate it. But I also wanted to do this today, Seeps. Let's bring out the 50-50 raffle. So we've been doing this on a lot of our NFL channels so far this year. If you send in a $10 Venmo to @MarshallGreen_, you're going to have a chance to win the 50-50 raffle, which we will decide the winner via a duck race. So if someone sends in $10, 5 goes to Chat Sports, 5 goes into the other side of the raffle. Every person that joins the raffle's going to go up $5. And then at the end of the show, we're going to do a race, and someone's going to walk away with some cash in their pocket. We did this on our Giants channel, and Knicks Galaxy, who you guys know, always in the chat, wouldn't be surprised if he's watching right now. He won $817. So the more money that goes in, the more money that you... Jay Liv says, tried to send a bigger chat system, won't take it. You could try to send it via Venmo, Jay Liv. If you don't have Venmo, that's fine. I know you have the PayPal as well. We will count that as well for the 50-50 raffle. They are pretty fun. 50-50 raffles are pretty fun, but it's only if you guys want to do it. If you want to enter the 50-50 raffle, if you want to potentially walk away with some money in your pocket today, $10 Venmo at Marshall Green _, or you could just scan the QR code up on screen right there. I want to do a quick roster projection for the Knicks this year. Training camp is here. So just want to do a quick little Rosty projection. The Knicks are going to stay with the same starting 5. It's going to be Jalen Brunson. It's going to be Quentin Grimes. It's going to be R.J. Barrett. And it's going to be Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson as well. The question is, who are going to be the 10 other players on the roster? And I think these are the 10 guys that are going to get the nod. I think it's going to be Immanuel Quickley and Deuce McBride as your backup point guards. I think it'll be Donte Divincenzo and Evan Fournier as your backup 2s. I think Josh Hart, Daquan Jeffries, and Nathan Knight are going to play your backup forwards. Then you got Roby, Hartenstein, and Jericho Sims. I think those are going to be the top 15 players on the Knicks night in and night out. And then I think they'll keep these 3 guys on 2-way contracts. I think it's going to be Dylan Windler. And these guys can still play games in the NBA. I think it's going to be Jaylen Martin. I think it's going to be Jaylen Martin and Jacob Toppin. I know Toppin is on a non-guaranteed deal, but he's a young player. I like the upside. I think he fits what Tom Thibodeau wants in a player. Has to develop a lot more, obviously, but I think that there's a spot for him potentially on this 2-way contract. Jay Liv saying I have an issue with Venmo. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is, but if you want to send it to that PayPal, Jay Liv, I'll have Yoder be on the lookout for that, as that is his PayPal. Before we dive into Seeps, my 5 burning questions for this team, I wanted to ask this question. What is your closing lineup? I think that they're obviously going to change every single night.
Yeah.
But let's just say it's playoff time. Who's your 5 on the floor that you feel most comfortable with no matter what the matchup is?
Okay. Brunson, Randle, no doubt. Got to have those 2. I go a little differently than you. I don't necessarily think you need to have Hart or Mitch Rob closing. If I had to go my ideal closing lineup, I would go Brunson, Quickley, Grimes, Hart, and Randle. Hey, and I know that's without RJ or without a center in there. You're a little small, but you have 3 elite, pretty much wing guard defenders in Quickley, Grimes, and Hart who could switch 1 through 4. Randle would have to bang with that 5, but you could run a 5-out look, have 2 good shooters on the outside with Quickley and Grimes, have Josh Hart kind of run that dunker spot. Like, that's what I would go if I'm going small ball killer lineup. But the thing is with the Knicks, you could get so creative with these. Then you could go big with RJ, Randle, Mitch Rob with Quickley and Brunson at the 1-2. I think you could go a bunch of different ways, but I would go small.
I would love for that to be a lineup. I just don't see Tom Thibodeau running a lineup without a rim protector in there.
Yeah, and he
doesn't do that.
He doesn't.
I would love to see that small ball lineup because I think that offensive lineup could be one of the best in the NBA. I think it will be Brunson, Randle, and either one of the bigs. Honestly, if I had to choose a big in my closing lineup, I want it to be Isaiah Hartenstein. I think he opens up the offense a little bit more, has just a little bit more skill than Mitchell Robinson. He can pass. I think he sets better screens. I think he spaces the floor a little bit.
Yeah.
And you don't lose as much on the glass and on defense that you would actually think. But, man, I go back and forth all the time. So you have 2 spots left. You have 2 spots for RJ, for Grimes, for Quickley, for Hart, and for Divincenzo. That's 5 guys right there that are all deserving to be in that closing lineup. So I'm going to go, I think it's Brunson, Quickley, Hart, Randle, and Hartenstein. I want 2 ball handlers in a closing lineup. I want 2 guys that can initiate the offense, and I want 2 guys that can create their own shot. And we've showed the on-off numbers with Brunson and Quickley together compared to Brunson and Quickley when they're not on the floor. They complement each other really well. And I just think that
it's just wild because then you don't have Grimes.
You don't have Grimes in there. And maybe Grimes, but like, is Grimes, should Grimes be in there over Hart?
Probably not. Like, that's also like, but offensively, see, that's the thing. Offensively, yeah. But also, I don't think the drop-off between Hart and Grimes is that extreme defensively. Yeah. But in terms of a dude who, like, if there's a 50-50 ball that needs to get sniffed out.
Who makes more winning plays?
Josh Hart. It's not even close.
Yeah. But Grimes is a better shooter. I honestly think Grimes is a little bit of a better perimeter defender. Josh Hart is stronger, obviously. But we saw what Grimes did to Jimmy Butler. He played pretty damn good defense on him.
I will say, AA, that comment is 100% true. The NBA is going bigger.
They are.
As of recent. I mean, we saw the Nuggets team. The Nuggets were huge last year with Jokic, Gordon, and MPJ. So, no, I agree with you, but they have to run Mitch Rob if they're playing the Bucks.
If you're playing the Bucks,
it's got to be Mitch Rob, Randle, and RJ. Like, they just have to play.
What about just Mitch Rob, Randle, Hart? Look, I'm going to be honest. If RJ Barrett doesn't become a better outside shooter, I can't have him in my closing lineup.
And a defender.
Yeah, because, like, if your center's not going to stretch the floor.
No.
You can't have your wing not stretch the floor if you're not going to have your center stretch the floor. That's kind of my thing.
And other teams are living with a Randle catch-and-shoot 3, I feel like, late in the game.
Yeah.
They're not living with it, but they're
that's probably, like, it's like, all right, if we're giving up that, we can kind of live with it.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Get your questions in. We want to do a mailbag to close out the show. I know a lot of you guys have already put some questions in, and I see some people asking some questions in the chat. Go ahead and just use hashtag Knicks in your comment right now. That way, producer Patrick Seatman can pop them up on screen. I'm going to answer 5 burning questions that the Knicks have for this upcoming year, and then we're going to do a mailbag to close it out. Keith Turner says Donte is better than Grimes, in my opinion.
I mean, right? I don't
know. Look, man, maybe we're not as high on Donte Divincenzo as we can. I think it's a great addition. I think he's going to play a good role. I just don't think he's a better defender than Grimes. I think he creates a lot of deflections. But, like, if you're asking a guy in a closing lineup to go guard the other team's best opposing wing or guard offensive player, it's Grimes over DiVincenzo, in my opinion. I think Grimes, I know Keith Turner is not a Grimes guy. That's for sure. Sherwin says Hart is a bench player, IQ is a bench player, Donte is a bench player. And let me guess, Randle is a top 5 player in the league. Remember, what was Sherwin giving us those fake numbers last week?
It was Quickley's first half stats.
Yeah, Quickley's first half stats. Said he averaged 6 points per game in the first half or something like that. Hey, I appreciate your bold take, Sherwin. Just have the facts to back them up. Get your questions in. Hashtag Knicks. Shout out to Jake. Shout out to Levi's. We appreciate you. I saw Michael get a question in there as well. Let's do this. We got 100 people watching. If you want the Knicks to win the NBA Finals, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon, and we're going to get rolling on today's video. Let's get up to 60 likes at least. Come on, 60 likes. Is that too much to ask for? If you could, hit that thumbs up icon. And it's not hard to be better than Grimes. He only scored 9 points a game. I mean, yeah, when you're playing with people like Brunson and Randle and Barrett, who all average 20 shots per game, there's not a lot to go around, Keith. Not a lot to go around. Did you shot 40% from 3 last year?
Yeah.
I don't understand the Grimes hate. I will never understand that.
In year 2.
After being a draft pick in the 20s.
Yeah, he's a red shirt. Well, and he barely. Was he out most of his?
And Grimes averaged 11.3 points per game. Keith Turner, don't be a fake stats teller. 11.3 points per game. 38.6% from 3. You can have your takes. Don't lie about stats. I'd say 11 points per game for a guy in a starting lineup next to 3 guys that need the ball to be effective is pretty damn good.
Yeah. I thought Grimes had a good year.
Oh, man. John K says, I miss Obi. F Obi. He's not a Knick. I don't care about Obi Toppin anymore. If you care about Obi, go frickin' be a Pacers fan. Sick and tired of that shit. Tired of that shit. Alrighty. Sorry, John, to single you out, but I'm tired of it. His haircut sucks, too, now, by the way. I don't know if you saw it. It stinks. That man left New York and he lost his swag. John K says because he was my favorite player. Why? Because he could do cool dunks and fast breaks and miss open threes. All righty. No, it's not F Obi. I mean, it is F Obi. He's a Pacer. He's not a Knick. If you're not a Knick, it's F you. That's my mindset. All righty. Let's get into it. Let's go. The New York Knicks are going to play a basketball game this Monday against the Boston Celtics. Yes, it is the preseason, but that means the NBA regular season is right around the corner. And I think there's 5 burning questions that the New York Knicks have to answer if they want to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year they made it to the second round. Great, exceeded expectations. I'm thrilled with that. But in the NBA, you're either going forward or you're going backwards. And if the Knicks, in my opinion, don't make the conference finals, they went backwards. Burning question number 1 that the Knicks have to answer this year. Can Julius Randle be successful in the playoffs? Look, we know Randle was very good in the regular season. All-NBA selection in 2023, All-NBA selection in 2021. You don't do that by being a bad player. He is a top 25 regular season player in the NBA. Argue with your mother. Thing is, regular season Randle has not showed up in the playoffs. Look at his stats in each of the series that he has played in the playoffs so far. When you talk about points per game, that's cool. Against the Hawks, he averaged 18 points per game. Thing is, he averaged 4 assists, and he averaged 4.6 turnovers. Anytime you average more turnovers than assists, that's a problem. Also, his effective field goal percentage, which weighs 3s more than 2s and combines them together, he shot 35.6%. League average is 54.5, 20 percentage points lower. 2 years later, he played the Cavs in the first round. I know he was hurt, but at the end of the day, if you're hurt, don't play. 14.4 points per game, same amount of assists, same amount of turnovers, and his effective field goal percentage was 39. Again, league average is 54. I thought he was okay versus the Heat, 18.8 points per game, 4.2 assists to 4 turnovers. Turnovers are way too high still. But he was able to get that effective field goal percentage up to 47. Still 6 percentage points, though. 7 percentage points less than league average. At the end of the day, he has to be better, plain and simple. And I'm actually rooting for Julius Randle. I've probably been his biggest critic. I've probably been the guy that's held him to a standard that's unattainable because I know how talented of a basketball player he is. I've been watching him extremely close since he's been to Kentucky. He is one of the most talented people in this world that has ever touched a basketball. Starts here. And I'm rooting for him because I'm tired of other people talking noise about him. I want him to be successful this year. And I'm going to stand on this take. If regular season Julius Randle shows up, if the 25, 10, and 5 guy that shoots 47% from the field and 37% from downtown, if that guy shows up in the playoffs, the Knicks can make the Eastern Conference Finals. I believe that wholeheartedly because the Knicks would then have one of the best duos in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks' success, it sits on the shoulders of Julius Randle and whether or not he can get it done in the playoffs. If he can, this is going to be the best Knicks season since, 2000 when they lost in the NBA Finals. Show Julius Randle some love. He's easy to hate on. He's kind of a head case. He takes some bad shots. He's not clutch. But at the end of the day, I think he's going to have his best season in the NBA this year. Year 10. He's an adult now. He's not a kid. Time to get right here once again. Type those 30s down in the comment section. Show Julius Randle some love. Burning question number 2. Can RJ Barrett become a more consistent outside shooter? When you talk about what RJ Barrett is, he's a great slasher of the basketball. He can get to the rim whenever he wants to. He's actually one of the most successful players in the league at getting to the rim. And he took a step this year finishing around the rim. But at the end of the day, for the Knicks to be great, he has to be better at shooting from the 3. I just need you to be average, brother. Just be an average 3-point shooter. Shoot 36% from downtown. That's all I'm asking. What I'm not asking for is in each of the last 3 seasons, your 3-point percentage has gone down. When he came into the league, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. 32%. Not worried about that. But in his second season, the guy shot 40% from 3 on 4.3 attempts. Wasn't an outlier. It was COVID. There weren't fans in the building. I'm not going to hold him to be a 40% shooter. 34% in 2020, 2021, 2022. A little bit too low in my opinion on almost 6 attempts per game. This last year, though, when you factor in usage and percentage, it was his worst shooting year of his career. You can't have that. You can't have a player in year 4 after he just signed a $100 million deal put out his worst shooting year of his career. What about catch and shoot threes? Because that's all I need RJ Barrett to do. I don't need him to create threes off the bounce. I don't need him to shoot step back threes. Just catch the open looks from Brunson and Randle when they're double teamed, which they are at a top 10 rate in the NBA. Be better. You shot 32% on catch and shoot threes last year, my man. That's one of the worst in the NBA on the usage you had. Just give me what you did in 2021. Shoot 37% on catch and shoot threes and eliminate the pull-up threes. I don't need that. Just be average. And if RJ Barrett can even be above average, this Knicks team can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm going to tell you what the other questions that I'm worried about and the Knicks have to answer coming up in a second. But I want to tell you right now about our proud sponsor, Prize Picks, my favorite sponsor. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the promo code CLNS. They're going to match your initial deposit of up to $100. Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy. You literally just pick players on the projected stat line that Prize Picks gives you, and you choose more or you choose less. They already have some season-long points per game totals for some Knicks players. They have Jalen Brunson at 24.4 points per game, Julius Randle at 24.3, and RJ Barrett at 19.7. You simply choose more or you choose less. You insert your entry. The more players you have on your entry, the more money you can win. You could choose up to 2 or 6 players. If you choose 6, you can win almost 25 times your money. That's prizepicks.com/CLNS. Prizepicks.com/CLNS. Burning question number 3. And I'm not really worried about this one because I do believe that he will do it again. Can Jalen Brunson do it again? Look, the dude was unstoppable for the New York Knicks last year. And the thing that I loved about him is he got better as the season went on. His worst ball was at the beginning of the year. He got more comfortable with his new team. He got comfortable in the Tom Thibodeau system. And when he hit his peak, he carried the Knicks to the heights that a lot of Knicks fans did not think was attainable with Jalen Brunson on this roster. He's going to be the focal point now of defensive game plans. They're going to go into every single night and say, if we can slow down number 11, we've got a chance to beat the New York Knicks. Thing is, I don't know how you slow this down. 24 points, almost 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 49% for the field, and almost 42% from downtown. Thing is, final 34 games of the regular season, he took it to an MVP type of level. And you may say, Marshall, these aren't MVP numbers. And I would say, go do some research because they absolutely are. Anytime you average 28 and 6 on over 51% from the field and 45% from downtown on 5+ threes per night, yeah, those are MVP type numbers. No BS. He is that special. And what I like is when the lights were the brightest, when the playoffs were here, he found another level. Wasn't all that efficient from 3 in the playoffs, which tells me he has another level to get to. But he averaged 24 points against the Cavs, 31 against the Heat. This man averaged 31 points in a playoff series against Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. The crazy thing is, the top dogs in the Knicks front office, they think that he can get better. They think he's just scratching the surface of the type of player he can be. They believe that there is another level that Jalen Brunson can tap into. Fred Katz of The Athletic said this the other day. There are important people with the Knicks who are absolutely insistent that Jalen Brunson is going to have another massive leap. There are people there like, this dude's not there yet. He has a ways to go. We are seeing it behind the scenes. They are swearing by it. The next level is All-NBA. That's the next level for Jalen Brunson. We already know he's going to make the All-Star team. He got screwed out of that last year. Total BS. I thought he should have been a third-team All-NBA guy last year. Knicks don't make the playoffs without Jalen Brunson. He might actually be the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. I know Dame Lillard's here now. We'll see. But, man, this dude's different. He really, really is. And I'm so freaking happy he's a New York Knick. We are going to be live on Monday for our Knicks Celtics preseason watch party. And I want you to be there. Live play-by-play, hanging out with the crew, and just enjoying some Knicks basketball. If you want to be there, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Burning question number 4. Are the Knicks going to make another big trade prior to the NBA trade deadline? We know what they did last year. They traded Cam Reddish for Josh Hart, and that really took the ceiling off this team. I think they're going to have to make another trade again. I just think that there are too many cooks in the kitchen right now. I mean, you look at this roster. You got Brunson, you got Grimes, you got Barrett, you got Robinson, you got Randle. Then you got Quickley, you got Divincenzo, and you got Hart. Talk about your closing lineup. You know Brunson and Randle are going to be in there. I want them to run small. I don't think they will. That means either Hartenstein or Robinson are going to be in the closing lineup. It means you have 2 spots for Grimes, Barrett, Quickley, and Divincenzo, and Josh Hart. I don't know if you can operate like that. A lot of cooks, small kitchen, not a lot of minutes. I love the depth this team has. It's one of the deeper teams they've ever had, a lot of pro talent. But at the end of the day, you can't pay $100 million to Quickley. You can't pay $50 million to Divincenzo. You can't pay $100 million to Hart for them all to come off the bench. There's a salary cap in this league. I think a big move is coming. I really, really do. Burning question number 5, which we kind of just talked about. What will be the closing lineup night in and night out? I'm way more concerned about what the closing lineup is than the starting lineup for the New York Knicks. Because games aren't won in the first quarter. They're won in the final 5 minutes. And what troops is Tom Thibodeau going to trot out there? Brunson, Randle, and one of the bigs, in my opinion, are going to be in there. I'd love for them to go small. I don't think Tom Thibodeau is the guy that's going to run without a center. I don't think he thinks Julius Randle is a center. That leaves 2 spots for Grimes, Quickley, Divincenzo, Hart, and RJ. That's 5 players. And Quickley wants $100 million. Divincenzo already got 50. Hart got 100, and RJ got 100. That's $350 million. And 2 of those guys may not even be playing. Comes back to the point for me. I think the Knicks are going to make another big trade. Not sure who it's for, but we'll keep you in the loop here on this channel. What's your closing lineup? Give me the 5 names that you want to see the New York Knicks close basketball games with this year. Give me names. I see some people in the chat say I don't think RJ Barrett closes. That's okay. It's your opinion. I don't know if he does. I think it's going to change up every single night. But if you had to win a basketball game today, what 5 Knicks do you want on the floor for the final 5 minutes? Give me your thoughts in the comments right now. Also, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for tuning in to Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I cannot believe we have a Knicks basketball game on Monday. The offseason's over. It's time to win some games. None of them, no more offseason rumors. It's hoops time. Let's go win some games. Give me a follow over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. Julian says Brunson, Donte, Hart, Randle, and Hartenstein. Divincenzo cracking the closing lineup. I think he will be a part of the closing lineup some games. Jake says Brunson, Donte, Hart, Randle, and Hatred. I don't know who Hatred is. Hartenstein, you mean? Michael says Brunson, IQ, Grimes, Randle, Robinson. See, so let's just say that one of the bigs is in the closing lineup. If it is, doesn't matter who it is.
Okay.
Brunson, Randle, one of the bigs. You got 2 spots left. Who do you think it should be? I'm so dependent on who you play, too.
It's so team dependent. If it was just like a 5 that like we're rolling up to the park and it's just like
I like Quickley and Hart. There's just so much winning plays between Quickley and Hart.
Honestly, I love Divincenzo.
I don't know if he's there yet.
I don't think I'm gonna have to see it. Like,
I have to see it as well. I believe in him. We believe in him.
I just don't know how you don't play Quickley in that.
I just still have flashbacks of when Immanuel Quickley got hurt and Brunson came out of the game for 4 minutes against the Heat in Game 6. And I just saw Deuce McBride dribbling the ball out of the air because the Knicks didn't have anyone else that could create offense.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. You need in the NBA 2 guys that can go get a bucket off the bounce. And I think having Brunson and Quickley out there, Seeps, kind of lightens the load a little bit for Julius Randle in those final 5 minutes.
Definitely does. The only thing about having Quickley out there is I feel like you would need to go Josh Hart.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then if you go Josh Hart, you really don't have a pure catch and shoot guy. Which Grimes is necessarily really the only pure catch and shoot guy the Knicks have, which it makes
Chenzo.
Yeah, Chenzo is. Yeah, no, he is. But, like, it makes it so tough not to play him.
Yeah?
Because considering how good of a defender he is as well.
I don't think you could do Grimes and Hart at the same time. Because then, like, who's creating for anybody else except Brunson?
Why don't you tell the 5-star point guard? Like, what if Grimes is developing his playmaking, and he can play that kind of secondary ball?
That's still 2 years away, in my opinion.
Okay, all right. Well, then maybe you move quickly, and then you have Grimes be like, dude, this is a tough-ass question.
Dude, Tibbs is going to have to answer it.
It is all matchup dependent. It is all matchup dependent. But, like, if you were really showing up to a park.
All right, what about Celtics? They got Jrue Holiday.
Right.
They got Jaylen Brown. They got Jason Tatum, Kristaps, and Al Horford out there in their closing lineup.
All right, well, you need the 2 bigs. You need Randle and
Randle and one of the bigs.
Randle and, yeah, we'll just go Mitch Rob.
You know Brunson's out there.
And then you're trying to match up.
You're trying to match up with Jrue Holiday, Tatum, and Brown.
You almost have to go RJ.
What about Hart and Grimes, even though I said you just can't do that? Brunson, Hart, and Grimes. You put Hart on Tatum. Hart can guard Tatum, dude. Get up in his chest, soft-ass motherfucker.
And then what? You're going to have Brunson? He's going to get his ass – like, he's not going to get his ass kicked, but, like –
he can guard Holiday.
Yeah, but he's got to bust his ass to guard him, and then Holiday can guard him on the other side. We're trying to see
Get
how
the fuck out of the studio,
yeah, hold on.
Smitty.
We're talking ball, Smitty. We're trying to see
got this loser Celtics fan in here. As I see my man Frank Serrano in the chat. Frank, what up, brother? Hope all is well. We missed you, man.
Listen, the thing, like, that's why I feel like RJ would almost have to play against the Celtics. Because if you run those 3,
who's RJ guarding?
You'd have to either guard Tatum, probably put him on Brown, Josh Hart on Tatum.
And so what's the difference between Grimes and him?
Shoot, because then Brunson still gets matched up with Holiday.
You absolute idiot. Oh my
I don't know.
They all stink.
You smell fruity. You got gum?
I had some caramel apple.
No, that's not what that smells like. It smells like bubble gum.
No, we were.
No. What up, Frank? So what up, Marshall? Everything is great. I've been watching all the videos you made throughout the offseason. My man, we appreciate you, Brody.
Let's go Knicks.
Oh, man. So who's your 5 against the Celtics to close the game? Honestly, you know who I think the Celtics closing 5 is, to be honest with you? It's going to be Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Brown, Tatum, and one of the bigs. They're not rolling with Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford at the same time.
Dude, we saw them do it with Robert Williams and Al Horford.
And they didn't win.
They got damn near close, though.
Congrats on second. This is the proudest man ever to be a second placer.
Number 2.
If you're not first, you're last. That's what my dad told me.
Josh Hart can't guard Tatum. That's just
Yes, he can.
Nobody in the.
He can do it damn good. You can make it tough for him.
make it tougher than some.
Probably the best player on the Knicks to guard him.
I would say so.
He's a winner. I came from him, so he's a winner. I can't have RJ Barrett in my closing lineup versus Celtics.
No, you can't. That guy stinks.
You're a
Dude, you're
Duke
gonna
guy.
need-
Shut up.
I wish he was better. Mark Bagley stinks too.
You're gonna need size, dude. The Celtics are they.
Josh Hart is just as big as RJ.
Yeah, but collectively on defense, like getting deflections, like collectively, like having a team defense.
RJ and deflections? Did you already forget?
No, I know, but like collectively,
Man averaged
like,
0.4 deflections a game last year.
dude, if you run 6'4", 6'4", 6'2" with Brunson, and then you're going against 6'4", 6'8", 6'9".
Who's 6'8"?
And it's in the backcourt. Well, how big's Brown?
Jalen Brown 6'5".
6'7".
The best orange and blue team is in Oklahoma City.
That's hot take. Even though this year, how tall? What does it say? He's probably 6'7".
6'7". Y'all thought you were getting that.
Jalen Brown's a big dude.
Yeah, he's like 6'7". He's 6'6" without shoes. So.
And that's also.
Sorry. 6'5" without shoes.
But it's also
6'5" without shoes.
Let's take it from the different side. What closing lineup do you think can the Knicks score the best against the Celtics team? Because then I don't think RJ has a chance to get on the field or court. Because then I think you do go.
Sherwin, once again, you're wrong. Jalen Brown is 6'5" without shoes, bro. Y'all just say shit. The data is out there. There's
Google,
this
man.
awesome search engine. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's called Goggle. GZGOOGLE.com.
Yeah. Dude, that's why the Celtics trade makes it.
I think their closing lineup involves Derek White and Jrue Holiday.
Yeah. I mean, they'll switch it up. Like they'll. I'm just saying, if they were trying to match up with the Knicks, I would run the two bigs.
Sherwin, bro, I'm looking at the NBA Combine. Bro, why do you do this? He's 6'7" with shoes, 6.75 with shoes, 6.25 without them. So he's not 6'8". Just use the data.
Force Brown left. Listen, dude, all right, the Bucks. You want to take the Bucks?
You didn't answer my question.
Of what?
Who's the 5 versus the Celtics?
All right. Brunson, I would actually run Grimes and Hart at the same time.
Grimes and Hart, I think I would too.
And then I would go Randle.
You put Grimes on Brown, you put Hart on Tatum, and Brunson just got to guard Jrue Holiday. Is what it is. You pray that they put Derek White out there and you could put Brunson on him.
And it's not like in a closing lineup, like the end of the fourth quarter. Maybe I'm overthinking this, like they're going to match up Hunt Brunson, but like they're going to give the ball to Tatum, no matter who's on him. Like,
if they're a matchup hunting Brunson, I'm actually happy.
Yeah,
I would
oh my
rather
God,
Jrue Holiday try to be their offense than Tatum.
100%.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would actually go that.
Yeah, and Michael Vasquez, and they wear 12 pairs of socks at the Combine. Exactly. Sherwin, brother, I love you. I love your intensity. I love your passion. Just facts. All we want is facts on this channel.
Yeah. All right, let's go Bucks real quick.
Bucks, who's their closing lineup?
Dame, Middleton, Giannis.
See, I think Giannis is their 4 in their closing lineup.
Yeah, I don't know if they would run Portis, Lopez, and Giannis.
For stretches, I think they will. But I only have to closing lineup.
Maybe they go Dame, Connaughton.
I think it is Connaughton.
Like Middleton, Giannis, Lopez.
Yeah. If it's that, I'm going Brunson and Quickley.
Yeah,
and I'm putting Brunson on Connaughton, and I'm putting Quickley on Dame.
Yep. Someone's got. Hey, I'll tell you what though.
Quickley can guard him, bro.
They're gonna have a tough time matching up with the Knicks though.
They are. Who's guarding Brunson? Connaughton?
They're gonna put Connaughton.
Lillard?
Lillard ain't. Lillard's gonna guard. Well, then Quickley could hunt out Dame.
Dame plays no defense.
No, he does not.
Not at 35.
But then again, it's like, well, then you would go Mitch Robb on Giannis, and you have him sit in the lane, just be a de facto rim protector, which I think Mitch Robb, is my favorite defender on Giannis in the entire league. Because he's a great rim protector, and you could just sit him in the lane, sit him right there, put Randle on Brook Lopez. Because then if you put Mitch Robb on Brook Lopez, they'll stretch you out, and then Giannis will freaking kill you.
So if they go Lopez, Giannis, Middleton, Connaughton, and Holiday, I'm matching with Mitch Robb, Randle, Hart, Quickley, Brunson.
I actually don't think there's a lineup where Hart isn't on.
I think it has to be.
Like, he has to.
He's their best true wing defender. I still value Grimes kind of a guard wing defender.
But also, he does the bullshit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Quickley's got grit. He does bullshit as well, but Hart does the bullshit.
Agreed. All right, let's do this, Seeps. Let's get some questions in for the mailbag. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
If we can get to $50 in super chats by the time I'm back, that's $26. I'm doing a beer shotgun.
Okay.
I'm going to
All right.
take a quick leak.
Y'all heard the deal. All right, Marcy's going to be right back. That is a good point. Yeah, we were just breaking down closing lineups with, trying to match up with the Celtics and the Bucks because, they're the top dogs in the East right now. And, hey, listen, Marsh said it, $26. He's going to rip a beer shot fun. Kind of want to see him do it. I'll do this. If somebody sends in 100, I'll do a boot. If somebody sends in 100, we said if we get to 7-11 today, we'll do a boot race. I'll do a boot. Yeah, but seriously, though, we're going to do a mailbag to round out today's show. Get your questions in there. It's going to be loaded. Hashtag Knicks or Super Chat. Support the show, so get them in there. How many days till we have before we have to extend quickly? It's the day before opening night. It's a good question, though, Josh, to you. So, yeah, a little less than a month now, Levi's. A little less than a month now. Michael Vasquez, that's a good question. That's also a good question about the C's. We'll touch that. Oh, I'm sure he took it. He always takes it. Yeah. Johnson, Levi saying, Marshall, what did you think about the Barrett's Team Canada play? That's a good question. We'll answer that. Oh! Frank Serrano! Boom! Frank, shout out to you. Sending in the $50 super chat. My man Frank. Everybody type Frank in the chat. Show Frank some love. Let's go. My man Frank. Frank, you're a legend here, man. You're a legend. You're a legend. Show Frank some love. He's a man of the people. He's a man of the people. Tony showing him love. Johnson, you showing some love. We're calling him Frankenstein in the chat. Let's go. Show Frank some love. Yeah, obviously, Levi's, this is his show. Come on, man. Come on, Levi's. Let's go. Oh, you're talking about the bang. I got you, Levi's. I got you. Shout out to Frankenstein. We got Fabian showing him love as well. Drop to 50. Marcia's going to rip a shot fun when he gets back here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Frank. Let's go. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yeah, but the Knicks, definitely got some decisions to make with this closing lineup this year. Definitely got some decisions. Johnson, stop, dude. That did not happen. We're not going to bring it up right now. It's fake news out of you, Johnson, Never happened. He's staying in Minnesota. I'm so terrified he's actually going to leave this team eventually. But Frank, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Sending a 50.
Hey!
Let's go, Frank. Let's go, Frank.
Frank Serrano. Bang!
Let's go, buddy.
My man Frank is a legend.
Legend here.
Frank, I can't wait to get the voice memos back in my life.
I was just saying that.
We love the voice memos, dude.
They were awesome.
We freaking love them. Frank Serrano, step back, 3, bang, bang, the Knicks win. I can't wait for the bangs this year, dude. I can't freaking wait. I'm so freaking hyped for the watch parties, fellas. I'm so freaking hyped for the watch parties this year. I'm freaking hyped, dude. Everybody show Frank some love down in the comment section. A legend. I'm going to do his beer shotgun for him. If another 50 comes in, I'll do another one, F it. F it, I'm off tomorrow. Let's get weird. Carl. Closing 5 right now, Carl, in the chat. Skull Frank. Carl, give me your closing 5 right now. This one's for Frank. Shout out to him. If another 50 comes in, I'll do another one. Woo! That's cash. That's freaking cash. I'm in a different mode right now. I'm locked the fuck in. I'm locked in right now, fellas. I'm locked in. Woo! Terrence Myers, my man. What up, Terrence? Johnson, you in the building. What up, JU? Got to turn this fan on a little bit. E-cap. Include hashtag Knicks in your comment, brother. Include hashtag Knicks in your comment, and we could pop it up on screen. Ugh. Yeah, Johnson, the Giants have let us down this year, brother. The Giants have let us down. Sure, when I told you he was 6'6.75. Who? No way. Really? Like the Dick Butkus. Like Dick Butkus. Did that really happen? Old age? Tough, man. 80's like not even that old anymore. I know. Just scary. All righty, get your questions in. Hashtag Knicks or Super Chat. Hey, you know what? It's Thursday. It's happy hour, Seeps. We'll put another deal out there. We're up to $73 in Super Chats.
Okay.
If we get to 100, we're going to do a shotgun race. Me and you. We got to get back in our mode.
I'll one-up you.
Oh, my God. I thought that was a deal I was giving them.
That's a great deal. What if we get $100 Super Chat?
$100 Super Chat.
What if we boot race?
If we get $100 Super Chat, I am down to boot race. And I'm down to get Smitty, the shitty Celtics fan, in on the boot race.
He's doing something. He's doing something if we get $100.
If we get $100 Super Chat, we will boot race and we'll make the Boston Celtics fan take shots at tequila.
Let's set the tone right now.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm just juiced up now.
This is the last live show before real basketball gets underway.
I was just kind of thinking, like, if the Bucks can't fuck with the Knicks, dude.
What are you saying, dude?
Our closing lineup versus them. Our closing lineup is better.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Marsh, in what way? Explain yourself.
Who's guarding Brunson?
Connaughton, all right.
Who?
Pat Connaughton. Who's guarding Damian Lillard?
Quickley. Grimes.
Okay.
Either one.
Who's guarding Giannis?
Mitch Rob. It's a good lineup. That's a good matchup.
It's a good lineup.
It's a good matchup.
What about that pick and roll? What are you doing about that?
Oh, Giannis. And Giannis, Dame pick and roll? Last time I checked, Dame Lillard shoots 41% in the playoffs. Everyone tells me he's so good. Michael Vasquez is right. The Bucks don't have depth.
Well,
one Damian Lillard turned ankle, and they're going to lose in the first round.
Most teams, if they lose their second best player.
Well, Dame hasn't played more than 60 games in the last 2 years. He's over the hill, dude. This isn't Dame time anymore. This is Brunson's time.
Are you smelling frauds with the Bucks already? Is this an early gut check with the? Oh!
Frank Serrano! Bang!
Get the Franks in the chat.
$100 super chat. Get the Franks in the chat. Get the Franks in the chat. Frank.
Frankenstein coming through.
Frank the Tank. 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 Shout out to Frank.
Skull Frank, baby.
Skull Frank.
Skull
Adam
Frank.
Schmidt in the chat. Adam, I signed the hell out of that ball for you, brother.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for you to get it. Frank's on fire today. Frank's on fire. He's a legend. He's a legend.
You want to go mailbag first, or do you want to?
Let's see where Smitty. Where's Smitty at?
Where's Smitty at?
Where's Smitty at? Because he was talking that hot cash shit. If the Celtics have Derek White in their closing lineup, they are going to lose. Yeah, you gotta. Do you want to do a beer boot? How much for you to join us on the beer boot race? If we get another you know what, Smitty, come here. Come up on air. Sorry ass Celtics. Make your case.
Make my case about the Celtics beating the Knicks this year?
No. What's your number?
My number to get involved in this
Seeps
boot
are
race.
already going to do a boot race.
All right, we get another 50, and I'm in another boot race.
And tell them who you are, what you do here.
My name's Tyler Smith.
Where are you from?
I'm from the great state of New York, Goshen, New York, up in Orange County, if any of you viewers know where that's at. And I am a Boston Celtics fan.
Wait. Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
And who's your team?
The Boston Celtics, that'd be correct.
Oh! Skull Adam! Skull Adam in the chat! Skull Adam in the chat! Go fill the boots, Smitty.
Jesus.
Fill the boot. We need 3 of them. We need 3 of them. Fill the boots, boys. F the Celtics. More importantly, let's freaking go. Trey Miles. Yeah! Shout out to Trey Miles, a legend. Says, yo, money-making Martian Seeps the villain. Can't wait for the season to start. Team looks good. Everyone healthy. We are definitely a top 3 team in these. Absolutely. No one's scared of the Bucks. No one's scared of the Celtics. No. No one is scared of those guys. No one's scared of the Celtics.
Why are you saying that in front of me?
No one's scared.
I have news.
You have some news.
It's funny how life works, right?
Okay.
It's funny how life works. It's that time of the month again.
We've
where
got the dolphin.
back
We've
in
got the
studio.
live dolphin in studio.
We take out 1 week a month. We got the dolphin. It just happens to be that week.
If we get another $50 super
Well, I'm saying,
chat,
If we get to 300.
Okay,
in the next
300.
5 minutes, 10 minutes. We might go pull out the dolphin. I don't know.
we'll bring the live dolphin on air. We'll bring the live dolphin on air if we can get to 300. I'm in with that. Trey Miles, look, I'm all in on this Knicks team. I really am, man. I just think that the continuity, Brunson, best point guard in the East. I don't care that Damian Lillard's in the Eastern Conference. It's just what I think, brother. It's just what I think. I'm with you. We are a top 3 seed this year, brother. Trey Miles. Yeah! Shout out to Trey Miles, a legend. Adam Schmidt with the 50. Frank Serrano with the 100. An absolute dub of a stream, as always. We're about to do a 3-way boot race. Not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Smitty smoked us last time we did this. I'm going to make it my mission to beat him today. Whether that means I got to cheat, whether that means whatever I got to do, I will do it. I will cheat to win this race. I will cheat to win this race. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You know, Smitty, second place would be really fitting for you right here. Yeah. Hey, congrats. Y'all were second. We were third. Big dubs for the Celtics last year. Much better. Much better. Oh, happy dad boot today, huh? We cannot. I already said I will cheat. I already said I will cheat. All right. And then Terrence Myers. Hey, Allie, you see where it says Super Chat? No, she's got this. She's got this. Just click down one. Up one. Up one. Yep. Space bar. You could produce. Terrence Myers says, F the Celtics and the Bucks. It's Knicks' time to shine. Smitty, I just thought about it. The Bucks are frauds.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Bucks are frauds.
No depth.
You're telling me Pat Connaughton's in their closing lineup?
Pat Connaughton couldn't guard you, Marshall.
You can't guard me. No one in this office except maybe Seeps can guard me. But Adam Schmidt says if we win this the Bucks are frauds. You can't. Adam Schmidt says if we win this, he'll do another one.
Adam, we got
If I'm in. Adam, if you drop I got your back, Adam. I wouldn't let this fraud beat us. All right. Like I said, I will cheat. I will cheat. I will cheat.
How are you going to spill this all over me?
Look how thirsty you are. Look how thirsty you are. Ridiculous. Pick and roll. All right, I'm in. All right. Are you ready? Allie, count us down.
3, 2, 1, go!
Didn't even have to cheat. Didn't even have to cheat. Same with you. Let's go. Let's go. I told you I'd be back this week. I told you I'd be back this week. J-Liv, I promised the dub. I didn't deliver. I delivered today. Seeps beat Smitty too? Seeps, you're done. F Smitty. Tony, I wouldn't let you down. Of course I won. Winners win. Winners win. Thing is, I didn't even cheat, though. I was ready to cheat. Get big in the paint, Smitty. Get big in the paint.
Whoever said a boot race was a non-contact.
Yeah, who said a boot race wasn't a collision
That's what I'm
sport?
saying, Jack.
Who said it wasn't a collision sport?
Yeah. Freaking wild.
Tony, last week I let Knicks faithful down. I said I was going to win the boot race.
We're back.
I lost. I'm not going to lie. I lost last week. I won this week.
Is this, you think this mailbag still going down?
I don't know.
I know, I was gonna. How about this?
Oh! Adam Schmidt! Bang! Skull Adam!
Skull Adam! Everybody type Skull Adam! Let's go! Let's go! Skull Adam, baby! I love how Adam has become a legend amongst Knicks or New York channels now. Adam, thank you so much, my friend.
I'm sweating.
Let's go,
I'm sweating.
Adam. Let's go, Adam.
Let's go, Adam!
Let's go, Adam!
F Smitty. F Smitty.
F Smitty.
Dude, I felt so confident in that.
Dude, you were going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You were going.
I was doing some training since last week. I was doing 2 beer boots a day after I lost last week's
You guys
race.
actually you didn't see it, but like Marsh and I, Like, normally get up to the office around 9. We were getting here at like 8 o'clock. Just boot race after boot race after boot race. Just,
We were embarrassed we lost last
we
week.
were embarrassed. Marsh brought it. But I am having a programming alert. We have a live dolphin.
We are going to bring out the live dolphin.
We have a
On the
dolphin
show.
in the studio.
We've got a live dolphin in
Walk
studio.
Forward. Walk forward, Mr. Dolphin.
Walk forward.
You're good, Mr. Dolphin.
We got a live dolphin.
The Dolphin's in the
The
studio.
dolphin's in the studio.
Let's go.
F. Smitty. F. Smitty. F. Smitty. Let's go. Let's go. F. Smitty. He's a fraud. The dolphin can't see. There he is. He's back. He's back. Terrence Myers, look, man, I don't do it for me. I do it for y'all. I do it for y'all. Look, I let you down last week. I promised to win and I didn't deliver. All I could do, Seeps, going forward was be my best.
It's got to be better
I
every
feel
day.
like, you know what? I feel like I got another level I can get into.
Oh.
I've got another level I can get to.
Don't put a limit on what you can do, Marshall Green. Never do that in life.
I want to race Smitty again. I want to race Smitty again. I want to race him again. Yeah.
All right,
Just make him
Teej.
move.
Come on.
Teach, dude,
Come
shut
on.
up.
Teej, remember when you used to do boots on Knicks?
Yeah, you used to be a
You
boot
used
guy.
to be a big Knicks guy too, Teej.
Yeah, then you got too big time with the Jones report.
Oh, Trey Miles.
Trey Miles. My man Trey Miles, a legend, says, yo, money-making Martian Seeps. You know I'm up in the Metroplex November 12th, but the fraud New Yorker from Orange County won't be receiving a custom shirt. Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Hell no, Smitty's not getting a shirt.
He better not.
This dude's from Orange County and he roots for the Boston Celtics. He's a fraud.
Trey, we just need a couple of XLs and then we're
2XLs, and I will literally wear that shirt once a week on the show.
100%.
I will wear that shirt on the show.
Hey,
And you give me a link, and I'll send it to the homies. I'll send it to the homies.
November 12th, we might be getting wild, Trey.
Oh, you're right. We might be getting wild. We might be getting wild.
Oh, CPJ. In the
CPJ, where have you been, brother?
You know what, fellas?
Ah,
I
can we-
didn't think I
what
was going
happened
to
here?
need to bring this graphic up again.
We're right there. We're right there, man.
Listen, yo,
We're right there.
I know we're wrapping it up today, but what if we keep this party going and
Look,
we go be great?
Mitchell Wren said it couldn't be done. He said, look, this is an off day for us. Y'all aren't even better than our off day.
Yep. I think we can do it.
I'm in. I'm in to be here all night. I don't work tomorrow. I'm blacking out somewhere tonight.
Might as well be here. Might as well be here.
Roly talking shit over there. Eat your watermelon and shut up. Freaking soft ass Heat fan. Hey, enjoy watching Dame in the 305 this year, Roly. Hey, congrats on second place. Congrats on second place. No chance, he says.
Look at this.
He says no chance.
We want
He
it.
says no chance. No chance.
We want it.
No chance.
We want it.
All right. All right. That's cool. You can doubt the kids. They doubted us when they hired us. They thought all I could do was copy.
I'm saying.
They thought all I could do was copy.
I'm saying I'll do this. We'll go benchmarks here. 500, I'll do a boot.
Deal. Hey, you know what? F it. It's Friday. I mean Thursday, but it's our Friday.
It is our Friday.
If we get to 500, I'm boot racing Seeps.
Let's do it.
I'm in.
I got a live show. I'll leave my live show. Put on a Knicks jersey and do a boot if you beat 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, always open. Always open. The deal's
Always
on the
open.
table.
Always open.
The deal's on the table. Deal's on the table. CPJ says, yo, sorry I'm late. Hey, man, the party's just getting started.
Yeah, we're here.
We already talked ball for an hour today. It is what it is. Jay Lives calling for the bat signal. I think Rob Rod's busy today. I'll send him a chat. You know what? I'm going to send him a picture of your chat.
Might have to call in the
Can we pull off the impossible today, Seeps?
I think we can. It might take a Rob Rod.
Rob Rod is always going to deliver.
We might just need a quick appearance.
Hey, man. It is what it is. Adam Smith says, or Cha. Cha's always a real one, but Cha's not really a Knicks guy. He's just an us guy.
He is an us, yeah.
He's an us guy. Probably doesn't even know we're live right now.
We need double R.
We can't always rely on double R.
Yeah.
You can't always rely on double R.
But Adam Schmidt and Frank carrying.
Adam Schmidt and Frank have been carrying the load. They've been carrying the load.
Who else is going to help out Adam and Frank?
Who's got their backs?
Yes.
Trey Miles is doing his part.
Trey was, yeah, he was in there.
Trey
Trey's
Miles
active.
is doing his part.
To dream, sometimes you just got to dream the impossible.
You can't be scared.
I feel like people are scared. Our
Jay
deepest
Liv
fear-
says to dream the impossible. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Hey, it's up to y'all, though. Jay Liv says, Spike. Maybe we can get, who was the rapper that sent in that 50 that one time? Oh, Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
Maybe Lloyd Banks shows up again and he
Yeah.
drops a 50 ball. I don't know.
Banks dropped a 300 to get 400 to get us over. Could you imagine?
Lloyd fucking Banks.
That was sick.
That was sick, not going to lie. You know what? I don't know if we got it today.
It's okay. It's okay. We
This
took
was a
stab-
valiant effort.
We took a stab out of
They
them.
know who we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we've beat them before
Yeah,
multiple times.
We're on their radar.
Adam Schmidt is calling for help. Says, YOLO, who's keeping this hype going?
Saying Adam.
Adam, you've done more than enough. I would love for someone to have your back.
Yeah. I want somebody to
Frank
have Adam's
stepped
back.
up for Adam.
Yep.
Trey Miles stepped up for Adam.
Yep.
Yeah, Julian Alexander last year. I think it was once the Knicks beat the Cavs.
It was.
Lloyd
yeah,
Banks sent in a $50 super chat.
It was sweet.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
All right.
Can't believe Dick Butkus died.
Yeah, that was wild. You guys didn't know Dick Butkus passed away? Wild
Crazy.
stuff.
It's crazy, crazy. Seeps, you want to pop up the timer for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
We'll do a 5-minute timer. If we get there,
We get there.
cool. If not, still an A+ day for us.
Great day.
It's not even hoop season, and we're messing with the Raiders report. And we beat Smitty today. What the hell was Smitty talking on Celtics today? The Celtics are so scared of the Knicks. The Celtics are so scared of the Knicks. Seeps, let's be honest. Let's be honest, Seeps. The Bucks are really top heavy.
Yes, they are.
They have no depth. Name me 7 players on their roster not named Dame or Giannis.
You're all right, but you're not running not. When has all right?
You're not running 9.
Connaughton, Portis, Lopez, Middleton. That's a solid 4.
Pretty good. They have good
That's-
top 6.
Really good top 6.
They have a good top 6.
I honestly don't know if I could.
Me either. So I'm looking up their roster right now. Campaign.
Oh, they did get Campaign. That's a good pickup for a backup.
Robin Lopez.
You got Rolo.
Jay Crowder.
They do got Jay Crowder.
Malik Beasley. That was a good get. Something Beauchamp. Marjan Beauchamp. Ty Washington.
There's another. They have one dude I like.
Drew Timmy.
They got Drew Timmy. Oh, they got Andre Jackson. That's a mini Draymond, the UConn cat.
Not seeing him on the roster. Yep, they do. They got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
No,
All right, they're pretty good.
They're a good team.
They
But
are. They're top 2.
anything is possible.
Michael says the Banks Super Chat's underrated. No, it was pretty cool.
Very underrated.
It was pretty cool. I think I'm going to do a video, the Knicks closing lineups versus the top teams in the Eastern Conference. I think it'd be pretty cool.
That'd be a good video.
I think it'd be a pretty cool video. I think it'd be a pretty cool video.
Like the Sixers, you could go a lot of different ways.
Because
but
they're
you
going to
need
have
go
their big, but they're also going to have Tobias Harris at the 4. And they're going to be small with Maxey and Harden. I don't even know who their 3 is going to be this year. Furkan Korkmaz?
Yeah. Or Oubre.
Vetmin Oubre that
Yeah,
no one
Vetmin
wanted until
Oubre.
October. If we get a $10 super chat, I'm shotgunning this beer. Fuck it. It's Thursday. Fuck it. $10 super chat. I'm
Who's got
shotgunning
it?
the beer. I'm going to chug it either way. I'm in, though. I'm in.
I'm in, though. Yeah, Celtics are lacking depth. It's not like the Celtics are the deepest
Dude.
team.
And they're relying on people that are injury prone. Porzingis and Horford's about to be eligible to file for what's it called when you're really old and you get benefits from the government.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
What's that called?
He's old as hell. That's all.
What's that called? Pension? He's already got his NBA pension. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Social Security.
Yes.
Al Horford's already qualified for Social Security. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, thanks,
Tony. Thank you, Tony. That's why we keep you around.
Tony's holding it down.
Tony's holding it down today. He's been in the chat active. Shout out to Tony. Fucking Tony G, man. This Tony G guy,
Man, this Tony G guy,
this
man.
Tony G guy, he knows a thing or two about hoops, man. And Jrue Holiday's a little injury prone. Now I think about it.
This is incredible out of you. I gotta be careful walking home today. We're gonna get struck by lightning.
Jrue Holiday, man, he hasn't played over 67 games since 2017. I bet you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
What about this, Seeps? Got a question for you.
Why are you trying to convince me about the Knicks?
No, I'm not. I'm just letting you. I'm just trying to
No,
bring
fill
some
me in.
clarity to the subject.
Fill me in.
I'm trying to bring some clarity to the subject.
Fill me in.
How many seasons? Check that. Scratch it. How many playoff appearances, like playoff stretches? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many individual playoff stretches has Jrue Holiday shot over 45% from the field?
I'm gonna go.
He's been in the, hold on. He's been in the playoffs 7 times. Of the 7 playoff series for Jrue Holiday, how many times has he shot over 45%?
I'm gonna go 3.
Wrong.
How many?
You got another guess?
It's definitely going down. So 2.
Wrong.
1.
This man has shot over 45% one time, and that was in 2017. That was before COVID. You were in high school.
Marsh.
What do you think he shot last year in the playoffs? Just curious.
In the series against the Heat,
Yeah.
39%.
40, really close. What do you think about the year before that, when they played 12 games and what'd they do? You lose in the second round?
To the Celtics.
Yeah, what do you think he shot then?
Go 42 for my man. Hart.
Wrong, 37%.
Really?
Throughout their NBA Finals run, what do you think he shot from the field?
42.
Wrong, 40.
Really?
This man is point guard Randle. This guy's a fraud.
I'm kind of changing my tune.
F the Celtics. All right, what about three-point percentage? What about this one? How many playoff runs has Jrue Holiday shot better than 37% from 3 out of 7?
1. 2.
2.
Okay.
How many times has he done it since 2012? 0! This man shot 28% from 3 last year, 31 the year before,
Yeah.
30 the year before, 32 the year before, 25 the year before. This man is a 6'5" Julius Randle that can play defense.
Can't believe you called him point guard Julius Randle.
Look at the numbers. If Julius
I'll tell you
Randle,
what, I actually did not know that because I think of him as a very efficient basketball player. So, it's good to know. It's good to know.
as Adam Schmidt comes in with a 10, and then Terrence Myers.
Skull Adam.
Skull Adam in the chat. MVP so far alongside Frank Serrano and my man Terrence Myers. Man, suited and booted in the profile picture.
For real.
Save some for us, Terrence.
I know, seriously, Terrence.
Were you guys shocked by those numbers from Jrue Holiday?
I was shocked.
What do you think he shot in the finals? I don't know. I'm about to look it up.
I feel like he actually had a pretty solid finals.
Let's see. I have no idea.
I think one of the two.
All right, I got him. I got the numbers.
I bet you he went 15, 6, and 5.
16.7 points per game. The assists are really high. 16.7 points per game, 9.3 assists.
Yeah.
6 rebounds. Are you ready for this, though?
Ready.
36% from the field.
He also did a number on Chris Paul that series.
Shot 36% from the field. He shot 28% one game, 33% the other game, 57, 20. This man shot 4 of 20 in the finals in a game. And Brunson can't guard him. The motherfucker can't make open shots.
Hey.
31%. He's the most overrated player in the NBA. Fuck Jrue Holiday. Seeps. He shot 31% from 3 in the finals.
He sucks.
He's kind of a scrub.
He kind of blows.
He's a right-handed point guard Randle.
Who are we taking, Deuce McBride or Jrue Holiday right now?
Fuck, man, it's close. It's close. You did not know it was that bad.
No,
though.
I actually did not. That is good to know. That is good information.
I'm not scared anymore.
I'm not scared.
You think I'm scared of
I'm not-
right-handed
no.
Randle and Porzingis?
I'm not scared of.
Tingus Pingus? You think I'm scared of Tingus Pingus?
You got right-handed point guard Julius Randle. You got no left-hand Jalen Brown. You got who the hell is
Pingus?
Tingus Pingus?
Peyton Pritchard's going to get primetime minutes for them this
You
year.
got old man Al Horford.
Horford's qualified for Social Security at this point.
You got the most punchable face in the NBA in Joe Mazzulla.
Oh, I hate Joe Mazzulla.
He sucks. Tatum, he's all right.
Tatum
but-
holds the record for most turnovers in the finals. Jaylen Brown holds
Yep.
the most turnovers for a Game 7 closeout.
Are the Celtics?
Are the Celtics frauds?
100%.
The Celtics are frauds.
And they lost the heart and soul of their team.
No, exactly. No more Marcus Smart. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. For all 60 people watching, you just got smarter today.
You did.
Because I know
It's
my
a
man Jay
selective
Liv.
group.
Jay Liv is watching. He was just crying over spilt milk Holiday last week. This man shot 36% in the finals. If Julius Randle
Jay Liv.
did that, you guys would be ready to put him at the top of the Empire State Building. And probably push him off.
And Jay Liv and Adam were, yes, I was in high school in 2017.
This kid's a pup. He's my son. He's my son.
Marcia's just taking
Hey, I'm going to be honest. I got 2 more left. I'm going to shotgun this one. If we get a 20, I'll do this one. And then I'm signing off.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go back to back. Let's go back to back. Let's go back to back.
These things taste like water right now. This shit tastes like water. Shit tastes like water.
Water. It's water.
Jay Liv, let's be, bro. I wanted Holiday too. And I'm not worried about his playoff numbers. But it's an easy way to show that he's a little overrated.
Yeah. I actually did not know that because I think of him as a very efficient player.
Michael, I still want Jrue. But I'm flipping the narrative. I didn't get him, so I'm flipping the narrative.
Yeah.
I'm a narrative pusher.
And hey, Jrue in the Celtics organization, his playoff collapses will be it's a psychological thing over there, man, in Boston.
He stinks. He only would have been good on the Knicks.
Oh, only team. Only team.
He needs another point guard. He needs to play next to Brunson.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know his playoff numbers were that bad.
No, I didn't either.
31% from 3 in the finals, 36 from the field. Adam Schmidt.
Adam.
Skull Adam in the chat. Skull Adam in the chat. Let's go.
My man.
Let's go.
Skull Adam. Skull Adam. Skull Adam.
Michael says, I'm convincing. Look, I don't want to convince anyone. I just want to give you the data and you make your own decisions.
Yeah.
I just give data.
That is so what you were doing right there.
That's all I do.
That's all
I
you're
just give
doing.
data and I let you guys make your own executive decisions. Imagine getting to the finals and Julius Randle shot 36% from the field.
No, I know. I mean, we would.
I think he would have death threats.
In a win, though, when he was also locking up
Yeah,
other
well,
teams.
you got to play with Giannis.
He also locked up CP3 in that final.
Oh, my God. CP3. Didn't he get hurt?
He was on a tear.
Didn't he get hurt?
He played. He was hurt, but he played.
Man, got hurt himself.
He also did a number on Book, too.
That was a young Book.
Oh, my
Young
God.
Book. I bet Booker's numbers were nice in those finals. Let's look it up.
I actually don't think they were.
I don't know, to be honest.
Dude, looking back on that Suns team, they were stacked.
Book cooked him.
What?
28 points per game on 45% from the field. 240 balls.
All right, what did Chris Paul do?
You didn't think they were that good, those stats.
I think they were. Book stats are pretty solid.
28, 4, and 4 on 45.5% from the field.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Very good.
Pretty good. Jrue Holiday, no defense. What did Chris Paul do? He averaged 22 and 8 on 55 from the deck and 52 from 3. Jrue Holiday wasn't guarding shit.
So how did the Bucks win?
Giannis.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean? He had 50. Look, again, I'm not trying to sway anybody. I'm just giving you the data.
Oh!
Frank Serrano! Bang! We're 20 away from another boot. Skull Frank!
Skull Frank!
Skull Frank!
Skull Frank!
Skull Frank!
All right, let's go.
We're 20 away from a boot.
We are 20 away from a boot.
Holy shit. You know what? I think we can catch the Raiders.
I think we can.
I think we can catch the Raiders.
We're right there.
Don't make me look up Damian Lillard's Western Conference final stats. You guys don't want to know those.
Oh, no, you actually don't.
You don't want to know
Especially
those.
the series against
All the players that the teams in the East traded for, frauds in the playoffs. I'm just pushing stats.
YouTube's going to shut this stream down.
But have I lied?
No.
Have I lied?
No. Oh, shout out to Frank.
Fucking Frank Serrano. Let's fucking go. We're right there.
We're right there.
We're 250 away.
Frank,
Is that right? Is that math right? We're less than 250.
Yeah, less than 250.
Let me do the math here.
Listen, Frank and Adam, we thank you guys. You guys have
We're
made
228 away.
228.
Mitchell Wren said he'll come do a boot with us if we get to 712.
That'd be a three-way boot race.
Three-way boot race. We're 228 away. Damian Lillard, Western Conference Finals stats. Mind you, this was when he was in his prime, too.
Yeah.
Ugh! This is what he did on the big stage? Wait, this is the guy I'm supposed to be afraid from.
I know what he did on the big stage.
37%? Only 22 points per game? And he had Steph guarding him.
Steph was guarding
Maybe
him.
Clay.
Yeah. And now he also will have Giannis next to him.
Jrue had Giannis next to him. He shot 36% in the finals.
There's a reason they traded Jrue for Dame. Listen, you convinced
These
me
dudes are frauds.
Celtics are frauds. I've been saying this since the start of last season. It's because of that little
The Celtics got worse.
Celtics did get worse.
Oh! Frank Serrano! A $20 super chat. Skull Frank in the chat.
Come on, baby.
Who's bringing us home? We cannot log off this close.
Dude, if we just get see the 110 and 100. A 110 and then 100. And then we're three-way boot racing.
Don't make me look up freaking Jalen Brown in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Please don't.
Please don't make me do that.
Please don't make him do it.
Please don't make me do that. Don't make me do it. Are y'all still scared of the Bucks and the Celtics?
Yes.
Maybe the Bulls. Not my Knicks.
Nobody's scared.
Oh!
Oh my
Trey
God.
Miles! Yeah!
Make it a Tim boot.
Make it a Tim boot.
Trey's the most New York dude in here.
I got my, I don't even know which Jordans these are. What are the reimagined?
Skull Trey, baby.
The reimagined 4s? I'm not willing to do a shoey out of this unless we get to 1,000. If we get to 1,000, I'll do a Jordan shoey. It's up to y'all, though.
I don't know, man.
No lie, these are kind of fresh, though.
Those are very fresh.
No cap. Even though I hate wearing Jordan stuff because of it was kind of the Knicks' daddy. That's why I don't wear Jordan shirts on air. I love the logo. I can't wear that. I can't. All right. Are we gonna give up? Like that's a harsh way to put it.
We got 65 people watching.
That's a hard way to put it.
Let's huddle up right here. Listen.
Reimagined 3s. That's what they are. Fabian Williams. I'm not really a shoe guy. These were a gift. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank these shoes as someone that's a shoe head? Because I'm not really a sneaker head. Trey Miles says he loves the 3s. That's my dog. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best Jordans, and I think these are 4s actually. I think these are 4s. Or are they 3s? I don't know.
No, they're 3s.
These are 3s?
At least that's what Fabian and Trey are saying.
They're 3s? Okay.
Dude, those are tight though. I like those.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are these Jordans? I'm curious. Michael says a 6. Okay, Michael. Trey Miles says greatest Jays ever. Wow, so I'm walking around with heat on my feet. I'm going to send an updated pic to Rob Rod. He's kind of ignoring me, which means he might be busy. Eight out of 10, says Fabian.
Those are tight.
Not gonna lie, I've added a couple of bodies to my list just by wearing these, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm going to knock down this.
All right, fellas.
You said you had a boot at 500, right?
We do.
If we get to 600, I'll join him.
All right.
I'll do this shotgun because my man Adam Schmidt said in that 20. If we can get to 600, I'm joining Seeps for a boot. He says, and you got the Nike logo, not the Jumpman. The tongue has the Jumpman. The back has the Nike Air. Fabian says it was the sneaker of the year. Okay, I didn't know that. These were a gift. Like I said, these were a gift from my little ting. Shout out to you guys, the GOATs. The effing GOATs. Y'all are the GOATs for real. Shout out to y'all. It's already kind of spilling, so here we go. What are you doing after work, dude? Are we watching this Thursday night game somewhere? You probably got to hang out with the crew, huh? Hang out with the crew. Dude, we're right there. How much is left? I'm bad at math. What's your mental math say? Hurry up. Answer. 3, 2, 1. 187? Well, what's your mental math guess? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This man can't add. This man can't add. This man said 211. We're right there. This man Seep said 211. I don't know how you got to 2, because if you just add 200, we're on. Wait, do we want to make this a race? If we get to 600, we'll race. Someone says Marsh land the... Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe I almost read that out loud. Michael says I don't wear Jordans anymore. I don't even really like wearing Jordans because I know he dominated the Knicks, to be honest. Got joints gifting him J's. Chill, Michael. Chill. Chill, bro. Chill. Don't put my business out there, dog. Fabian says was the sneaker of the year. Someone also said get the playoff 8s. Let me look up the playoff 8s. Those are all right. I'm not really a black sneak guy, though. Those are fire, though. Not going to lie. Those are tough. They're just not for me. They're not for me. My favorite ones are these ones. My favorite sneaks are the 72 and 10 11s. The 72 and 10 11s are my favorite. I also like the Space Jam 11s. The Aquas are heat as well. The Aquas are heat as well. We're right there, dude. We can't leave. We can't leave. Later, dude. No, this is from earlier in the week. Earlier in the week. Oh! Adam Schmidt! Bang! Skull Adam! Skull Adam! Get the Skull Adams in the chat! Get the Skull Adams in the chat! Let's go! Let's go! Adam, you are a chat sports legend, my man. You are a chat sports legend. Oh, this boot's going to fucking kick my ass. Do we get Smitty in on this boot? I think we got to get Smitty in on this boot. What's he doing? I promise nothing at work he's doing is better than this. Adam Schmidt. Seeps is already bad at math. He definitely can't do mental math. How far are we away now? 5, 4, 3. 108. You're right. He's right on that one. He's right on that one. We're 108 away. Who's getting us there? We're actually 109 away from the win. We're 109 away from the win. 109 away for the win. Who's going to get us there? Who's beating the Raiders report? Who is it? Oh, Lord. You know, I thought it was going to be a tall task. I'm shocked we're here. I'm shocked we're here. You don't want to come this close and not finish. This is, I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that on air. I'm not going to say that on air. Adam is the bomb. He's a Vikings fan who's now a benefactor. No, he's a chat sports legend is what he is. Adam, do you have an NBA squad? Have you asked him? Adam, who's your NBA team? Just curious. Just curious. You might need to be a Bulls guy. You should be a Bulls guy. Yeah, Seeps is, you know what, we won't share that yet. We won't share that yet. Seeps is leaving us, but it's all right.
Everybody spam Skull Adam.
Skull Adam in the chat. Let's go. Skull Adamant, this one's going to be tough. All right, here we go. Ah! Yeah! I spilled a little bit. Says he grew up in LA, so Lakers, but homeless for now. He doesn't have an NBA team. If you want to be a Bulls guy, I needed that so bad. I needed that bad. That burp was crazy. I could throw up. I could throw up. God damn. This was a nice shirt. It is a nice shirt. It's a nice shirt. Shout out to, I wish we could get them to sponsor us. Yeah. Good shirt. What color are y'all calling this shirt? Maroon. Maroon gray. Okay. I wonder if it looks different on air. Julian Alexander says, welcome to Knicks Nation. Look, if you're going to be a fan, it's either Bulls or Knicks. It's Bulls or Knicks. Fabian says gray melange. I don't know what that means. Boy Williams says, go clean up, Doc. Gray. It's not gray. It kind of is gray, but it's not. It's actually called mushroom. When I bought the shirt, it said it was mushroom. It's got a little brown in it, but a little gray action as well. Look, little Ting bought it for me. Little Ting. Michael says pink gray. There's nothing. I hope there's nothing pink about this shirt. Terrence Meyer says, try the Knicks, Adam. You won't regret it. A lot of winning over the next couple of years.
Those are the only two options.
It's Knicks or Bulls.
It's Knicks or Bulls.
Adam's
an us guy, so he'll
Adam is going to be a real one all season long. Yeah. That's for sure. Dude, we are so close.
I know,
We've already come so far, and I don't want to ask for any more. I'm not, that's not what we do here. But the fuckers from the Raiders Report challenged us. They literally doubted us.
I know.
No, I'm not saying anything is wrong with pink, Fabian. I'm just saying I didn't buy this to be a pink shirt.
Yeah.
I've got some pink gear. Michael says I'm colorblind. Hey, shit, I got a widow's peak, so everybody's got problems. Little do we know the Knicks now squad off. Not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean by that.
You dog, Tony.
Tony, you dirty dog.
You dog.
You dirty dog, Tony. Are we calling this?
I don't know.
Dude, we're so close.
I mean, listen, we got 60 people in here. Y'all just be honest with us. Do we shut this mug down?
Do we shut down or do we stay afloat?
I'll do this. We'll see where the people are at.
I think we just have to have off smaller deals. Smaller deals.
Yeah.
If someone sends in a 20, I got a beer shotgun. I don't have much left in me. I don't have much left.
Yeah, I don't know if
I was supposed to go out after this game. I might be going home.
Yeah, I might be in shambles. Listen, shot clock's on.
Shot clock's on.
We don't get nothing.
It would be tough to come this close and not get it done. I'm going to be honest. It would be tough.
So we got 60 people in here. If we just get
$2. $2 from everyone.
$2 from everybody. Feel bad asking.
I know. This has already been perfect.
It's already been more than
I just
enough.
hate losing.
Especially the Raiders.
The fucking Raiders. Hate them. Hate the Raiders.
And they're the #1 super chat channel on YouTube.
They are. #1 super chat sports channel on YouTube. Normally have to be at the game to get into basketball. I feel you. Basketball games are really fun to go to, though.
Yeah.
I've never been courtside, and that's where I want to get.
Dude, yes.
Courtside is where I'm trying to get. Michael says, what happened to the Q&A?
lost.
We drank too much to do the Q&A. It's that simple.
Yeah. Oh no!
Jalen!
No, Jalen!
A $50
That's a personal
super.
one!
Ah!
Jalen!
Put him on your back,
Jalen,
Jalen!
what's good?
What up,
What up,
Jalen?
Jalen? Come on! Skull Jalen!
Skull Jalen in the
Let's go!
chat.
Oh, we're getting
Skull
it. That was
Jalen
it.
in the
That
chat.
just cemented it. That just cemented it. Who's gonna follow him up? Who's gonna follow him up? Let's go.
Raphael LeBron says, how do I super chat? You click the $sign with the box on it in the comments.
Let's go. We're
and then
there.
you slide it to however much you want to send.
We're there, fellas. We're there. We're there. We're there. Uh-oh. Come on.
Terrence
We
Myers.
just need it. We just need
Terrence
it.
Myers.
It's personal,
Terrence
baby.
Myers.
It's personal.
We're right there. We're right
Come on. Let's go, Terrence.
Who's taking us over
Who's
the
bringing
top?
us home, baby?
Who's bringing us home?
Who's got us?
Shout out to you guys.
J-Liv just started that shit off, dog.
J-Liv, inject that shit into my DNA.
All right, what do we need? What do we need? What's the number?
What's
the
you
magic
tell
number?
me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
51.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
You're putting me on the spot too fast.
Let me do it. 7-11 minus 658. It's not 51.
53. That's fine. That's a great guess. 53 is the number. Let's go. Let's go. 53 is the number. J-Liv's doing it for the love of the game. J-Liv, shout out to you.
Who's going to do it? $54 super chat
54.
gets it done.
54.
$54 super chat.
We need it.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
The bat signal.
The bat signal.
Oh,
Rob Rodriguez. Bang! A $200 super chat
Double
for
R.
Rob
Double
Rodriguez. Oh, 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 Rob Rodriguez. Skull Rob.
Skull Rob.
Skull
baby.
Rob.
Skull Rob.
Skull
Let's go.
Rob.
Oh!
Frank Serrano! Bang!
No! No! Skull Frank, baby! Skull Frank!
Skull
Oh, no.
Frank! Skull Rob!
Oh,
Skull
no.
Adam!
Oh, no.
Skull everybody!
Oh, no! Let's go, Frank!
Hey, F the Knicks. Sixers own the Knicks. Knicks aren't making the playoffs this year.
We're just gonna let him do that.
What? What was that? What a loser. F Chip in the chat. F Chip in the chat. Chip, you're a part of this boot race. No, fuck that. Chip's a part of this boot race. Fill the boot, dude. Fill the boot. Fill him. Let's go.
Chip.
We need 3. 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for him. F Chip. F Chip in the chat. Let's go.
Who is that guy? You'll meet him soon.
He's a Philadelphia 76ers fan. He's a loser.
He's a loser.
A loser. F Chip in the chat. F Chip, F Philly. I'm with you, Julian.
F Chip,
Julian.
F Philly.
Julian. I can't see straight.
King Julian. You know what? Hey, everybody looking at me? Fucking give me something, yo. What up, yo? What up? What up?
That was electric.
That's what we do.
Frank Serrano is a legend.
Frank, that was a double bird to the Raiders.
We had already beat him, and this man said, take this.
Oh, my God.
F Philly. Fabian says F Chicago. F Chicago. We won. We almost doubled him up.
I'm saying.
We almost doubled him up.
Should I go get Mitch?
Get Mitchell Renz in here. Get Mitchell Renz in here. Get him in here. He's got a boot too. Make that 4 boots. We need 4 boots. 4 boots. He said he's getting off if we beat him. We smoked him. We almost doubled him up. We almost doubled him up, Chip. Sorry ass Chip. Never been in the conference finals in your life, Chip. Frank Serrano, the $200 soup. I'm about to, hold on. Shout out to Frank Serrano, Terrence Myers, Jay Liv, Adam, Trey Miles, all of you guys. Jay Liv, Nick Davidov. It's now or never. Wait, a couple of cuts? He said he was in. No, Chip, get your fucking ass up here. Go get a boot and fill it up. Go get a boot, Chip. Mitchell Renz has some work to do, so we're going to bring the sorry-ass Sixer fan Chip on here. The sorry-ass Sixer fan Chip's going to be on here. Frank, we saw your $200 super chat, my man. You are the GOAT. Everyone watching right now, all 42 people. Dude, I thought it was less. Once again, Frank, Terrence, Jay Liv, Adam, Trey, Frank. I've never done 3 boots on a stream.
I will say, guys, this might be we're booting and
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. This is a boot and I'm not going to go throw up. I'm not going to go through. Fuck Chip. Everybody type F Chip in the chat. F Chip. F Chip. F Chip. F Chip. The only organization in the NBA that's a bigger joke than the Knicks are the Sixers. Sorry ass Sixers. It's F Chip. Look at this loser. Nice hat. How they looking, dude? How is Clemson looking this year?
They're going to win the ACC, so.
Yeah, welcome to the fucking JUCO League. Which one's mine? This
Get
one.
you want. Take your pick. All right.
Jay Liv, I know. Renz is having to do something. I know. He's pissed me off. He will owe us a boot. I will make Mitchell Renz do a boot on Knicks Now. Maybe Monday night. Monday night. We are live on the channel Monday night. I think we make Renz do it then. Jay Liv, we tried to get him on right now. He has to do some bullshit. I know. F Chip. F Chip. You do not want to play us in the playoffs. Why would you want to play us in the playoffs? Who's guarding Brunson? Mitchell Robinson's guarding Embiid.
What?
Easy. Embiid's knees is probably going to be shredded by the playoffs. The only way Embiid wins the finals is if he's with the Knicks.
So you want him on your team?
If he's the second option to Brunson, yeah. He'd be the best second option in the league. Dude, look, I don't have takes. I just have facts. I have facts. Joel Embiid's never been to the third round of the playoffs, has he? Neither has Jalen Brunson. How many points did Joel Embiid average in the second round this year? Wasn't 31. I'll tell you that much. Jalen Brunson did. That's my point. He's going to be hurt. He's going to be. That's why he needs a real dog like Jalen Brunson to carry him there. You do, loser. What's The Departed? How old are you? 14 and a half. All right. It's boot, and then we're going to sign off because we're not going to throw up. This is the third boot of the day. No, this isn't from the boot. This is sweat. We're working too fucking hard. Jrue Holiday, Coop. How many playoff runs do you think Jrue Holiday has averaged shot better than 42%? One. And he hasn't done it since 2017. That was pre-COVID. Dude, can you read? You dumbass from Philly can't even read. He shot 36% in the finals. Brunson's putting him in cuffs. Michael, I'm going to be honest, dude. The Q&A's not happening. Michael. Well, Michael, ask your question and we'll answer it. Michael, dude, come on. You think we're able to do a Q&A?
The mailbag got called about an hour ago.
Yeah, mailbag's done, brother. Come on, dude. Come on. We gave you a roster projection. No, Frank, we win. Frank, we won because of you. I think he's watching on delay. He's going to love it when he gets caught up. Frank, we won because of you.
No, we're not seeing
I'm about to call him. Let me call him. I think he's on delay.
I think he definitely is.
I think he's on delay. Let's see if he answers. Probably driving right now. Yeah! We already won. You got us the win. Hey, I want to introduce you. Shout out to Sips. Let's go. Hey, I want to introduce you to our new enemy this season. Chip. Fuck Chip. Fuck Chip.
Fuck you.
He's a loser.
The Knicks are perennial losers.
So are the Sixers. Facts. Look at this kid. This guy looks like an extra from 90s Knicks at Night.
We'll see this year, huh? We'll see.
Frank, brother. Hey, Monday night. Fuck the Raiders report. F the Raiders. F the Raiders. Shout out to Frank Serrano, the GOAT. Shout out to Frank. Let's go. Shout out to Frank, J-Liv, and Adam. They closed this out.
Crazy. Frank and Adam.
The realest of the real.
Realest one.
Is that a Lamar Jackson jersey? Is that your squad? That's what's up. That's what's up.
Going to the bowl this year.
Twice. Don't forget it. Victor. Hey, I'm salsa dancing on these hoes. Frank, love you, Brody. I'll check in with you in a little bit, all right? Drive safe, my guy. Frank Serrano, a fucking legend. A fucking legend. Chip. Fuck you! All right, let's do it. Oh, man. I'm not ready for this, dude. I'm not. I don't know if I could do it. Psych! All righty. Whoa! That slimy Vikings fan. Adam Schmidt said plus J-Liv. Rob Rod, Adam, Frank, J-Liv, Trey Miles, Terrence Myers, and Nick Davidov got us with the 20. You can never forget Davidov. For y'all. Cheers. Let's go. F Chip. All right. It's time. I love you guys. Seriously. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later. Adam, you're the man.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in.
Let's have a day.
Everybody that's super chat.
Hope you all have a great weekend.
Sheeps and Chips should be ashamed. I gotta go.
All right. Peace, yo.